There are 3 traits a star must have, and 99% of the people I have coached, watched, and analyzed do not have it. That 1% of people actually have it. So are you the 1% or are you the 99%? You don't really want to be an idol, because if you did, you wouldn't be acting the way you're acting right now. You wouldn't be scared to be perceived. If you really wanted something, you would go after it, no matter what would hold you back. So argue with the wall, but you don't want it enough. Hi, my name is Ivy. I've been dancing self-taught for about 8 years, and I coach people on how to improve their K-pop dancing and their K-pop auditions. I'm on my period today, so I am extra blunt. So if you can't take that today, then I suggest you click off this video. There's 3 traits a star must have. We're gonna go over those 3 traits in this video, and you can figure out whether or not you have it. We're gonna start with the most important trait first, which is creativity. Every artist, every creative has creativity. You can't really be a creative, you can't really be an artist if you don't have creativity. And especially people who want to be K-pop idols, a lot of times they do not have any creativity. And that is a really bad trait to have without creativity. You can't critically think. Everything about creativity is bringing an image to life. With singing, dancing, rapping, modeling, acting, drawing, painting, how are you gonna bring an image to life? True creativity is being able to bring any image to life. True creativity is being able to create in any instance, to find beauty in things. And if you can't create, how are you gonna be an artist? That doesn't make any sense. The second trait is confidence. Confidence is also very important because it allows you to trust yourself and show the world your creativity, because you have to have a lot of confidence to do so. A lot of people are like, well, I created this, but I don't want to put it out because I don't want people to make fun of me. I don't want people to think this. How do you want to be a K-pop idol? How do you want to be famous? How do you want to be a singer? How do you want to be popular and be scared to be perceived? And that's a really important question. That's the whole point. When you're a K-pop idol, all people do all day is perceive you. Everything that happens every single day is people perceiving you when you are a K-pop idol. All people do every day is perceive your craft. When you're a dancer, all people do every day is perceive you. That's part of life. And I understand, because I used to be that person, being scared to be perceived. Well, I don't want them to think this about me. I don't want them to think this about me. Who the fuck cares about what people think of me? At the end of the day, if I want to get to the point to where I want to be, I don't give a fuck about what anybody else thinks of me. And that's what true confidence comes from. It doesn't come from being pretty or smart or tall or just talented. Confidence doesn't come from that. It comes from not being scared to be perceived. Everybody's gonna say whatever the fuck they want to say. Who cares? Who cares? Take the step, because if you don't take the step, that's one opportunity that you could not have, because you didn't let yourself have it, because you were too scared to be perceived. Think of all the huge people in the world, the most popular people, the most successful people. And I hate to talk about this specific person, but these 2 people come to my mind, which are actually horrible people, but I think they're good examples of this. P. Diddy. I hate talking about him because he's a fucking disgusting human being. If you watch that Netflix documentary, I know I watched it, and I learned a lot about the case before I watched the documentary, but if you watch the documentary, he schemed. He made sure he was in the right rooms. He made sure he was in the right place at the right time to build opportunities. The next person that I want to give an example of is David, the singer, which is also a horrible, disgusting person. He did not start out being this huge person. He didn't start out with a record label. All he did was make a song in his bedroom and put the shit out. That's it. That's literally it. And you could do that. If you have dreams, all it takes is one step to be able to be perceived and then be able to be a star. It's that simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. Right place at the right time can get you farther than sitting in your bedroom and being scared. You can be P. Diddy or you can be David. Well, no, don't be those people. Don't be those people, actually. You get what I mean. That is the art of being perceived. Of course, all day, every day, I'm scared of what people think of me. I have OCD. All I think about all day is how people perceive me, and trying not to hurt people, trying not to give a bad impression, trying not to do this, trying not to do that, trying to be perfect. But guess what? Do you think I'm gonna let that stop me? Hell fucking no. Because at the end of the day, at some point in your life, you get exhausted and tired of fucking doing that, and you just stop. The third trait is what I call the 3 Ds: drive, dedication, and discipline. And those 3 Ds is what helps you create, and then confidence is what allows you to push it out and show it to people. Drive, dedication, and discipline. Let's start with drive first. Drive can be what pushes you to keep going every day. Something that drives me is my goals. I have goals I want to achieve. You best believe I'm going to be working. Drive could be your goals. It could be the people around you, being exhausted from the life that you're living right now. Now, dedication. Dedication is also something that allows you to keep going. A good word for dedication is consistency, being dedicated to your goals. But a lot of people aren't dedicated to their goals. You know, when the new year starts, everybody wants to write down their goals and their resolutions, but then it just sits in their notebook for 12 months until the next year, and they're like, oh shit, I didn't even achieve these goals. So being dedicated to your goals, being dedicated to the fact that you want to be a K-pop idol, being dedicated to the fact that you want to be a singer, being dedicated to the fact that you want to be a professional dancer. Dedication, what are you dedicated to? And the last thing is discipline. People rely on motivation to push them and allow them to be dedicated. But motivation comes and goes. You don't just wake up all the time with motivation. That just doesn't happen. That's not realistic. You can wake up every day with discipline, and you can wake up every day and be like, well, I don't want to do this today, but I know that I need to, and I know that this is important, so I'm gonna do it. They all go hand in hand, but it's basically what allows you to keep going when things get tough. When you fall, it allows you to get back up. When I'm in my creative state, when I'm creating, when I'm singing, when I'm dancing, when I'm choreographing, when I'm writing a song, my discipline and my drive and my dedication, my 3 Ds, is what allows me to keep creating. Because when you lose that creative spark, you're like, fuck, I don't want to do this anymore. But those 3 Ds allow you to understand that shit's hard right now, but if I keep going, the fruit of my labor will be amazing. Hearing that finished song, that is the best feeling in the world, because you put in all that work and it sounds exactly how you want it to sound. Those are the 3 traits a star must have. And if you're missing any of those, I suggest that you work on it. I suggest you find a workflow for yourself that allows you to work towards your goals and work towards being a star. And if you guys want more videos like this, please let me know, because this is an important topic, and I think a lot of people forget about this, how important this is to be able to get to where you want to be. So as always, be kind to yourself, go after your dreams, and please, please, please stop fearing perspective. Stop being scared to be perceived. I hope you have an amazing day wherever you are, and 사랑해요. Bye bye.